I've failed probably 90 to 95% of the time that I've been trying to achieve things. It's just part of the journey. It sucks, it pisses you off, and all the other negative emotions that you go through at the time. But the ultimate test is, how bad do you want it? Hey guys, and welcome. Today I want to talk to you about quitting, and not the rah rah rah, kind of motivational stuff, but a deeper look at the mentality of why one person will quit and yet why another person will persevere on to success. Because quitting is ultimately pain avoidance. And what I mean by that is, if you don't try again, you can't fail, and ultimately you can't feel that pain that you felt the last time you failed. And it doesn't always have to be one of these huge crushing defeats. Sometimes it can just wear on you. It can be many failures over a period of weeks or months or years, and in some people's cases decades, where they're just not getting the success they feel they deserve. I'm part of one of Tai Lopez's mentoring programs, and he's big into personality tests, various different personality tests. And one of the ones that he recommends you take tests you, part of what it tests within this whole personality test is entitlement. Now, you want a certain level of entitlement because that's what's going to keep you going, or part of what's going to keep you going. But in the same respect, you don't want it too high. You've seen it before, whether it's in the movies or possibly even in real life, where you see somebody that's overly entitled and they walk into a restaurant, for example, and they say, "Do you know who I am?" They're just overly entitled. They have an overly inflated ego. So obviously you don't want it to be too high, but in the same respect, you don't want it to be too low either, because if it's not high enough, you're never going to try again. You have to get that balance, and it's a work in progress for everybody, but you need to get that balance just right, because if it's too low, you will quit. And I've seen it time and time again, where somebody, in some cases, they will try something once and it fails, and then they just give up. And it's ultimately testing that, how bad do you want it? It's, for lack of a better term, how bad do you want the thing that you're saying that you want? I've said it before in previous videos, whether it's what we tell ourselves or whether it's what we tell other people, but ultimately we believe that we are entitled, that we deserve a certain level in life. And that can obviously always be increased and tends to be built upon based on the level of success that you have and then the next level that you're striving to. But the thing that will ultimately stop you from quitting is, how bad do you want it? And that comes from that entitlement of, I deserve it. I know I deserve this, and I'm going to keep going until I get the thing that I feel I deserve. Failing sucks, we all know that, and I'm going to make another video completely dedicated just to that. But nobody's denying that failure sucks, and it tends to be the case that the more that you want to achieve, the more that you want to attain, the more that you're going to fail. It's just natural. I've failed probably 90 to 95% of the time that I've been trying to achieve things. It's just part of the journey. It sucks, it pisses you off, and all the other negative emotions that you go through at the time. But the ultimate test is, how bad do you want it? Because you keep saying to yourself and to other people that you want this thing, you want to achieve this thing, you want to buy this thing, you want a certain level of health, you want a certain level of wealth. But are you willing to try again? Because if you're not, you're lying to yourself. If you don't try again, no matter how frustrated, no matter how long you've been trying, if you don't try again, you don't want it as bad as you keep telling yourself and everybody else that you want it. So my recommendation to you, and I hope that it doesn't piss a lot of people off, because I know how angry you can get when you're failing and then there's somebody else out there that's saying, just try another time, try one more time. But you will never have the successes that you want in life unless you try again, unless you're already there, which most of us aren't, and even the people that get to billionaire level, they're still not where they want to be in all areas of life, I promise you. So try again. That's my advice, and my hope that comes out of this entire video is just try one more time. Just get up one more time. Don't let whatever it is defeat you. Just try one more time. And if you do, or if you've got a story of where you tried just one more time and then it paid off, leave it in the comments below, because I really enjoy hearing about other people's successes. But there's also a lot of other people out there, especially when they're early on, in the beginning to the mid-level of their FBA journey, or any journey where you're striving towards something. It could be a better body, it could be more money, it can be anything. If you've got a story of where you quit, you just gave up, you'd had enough, and then you tried one more time and you succeeded, leave it down in the comments below, because there's a lot of other people that can benefit from those kind of stories. So leave it in the comments below. And obviously, if you've not subscribed to this channel before, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, because I've got a ton more videos coming out in the future as well. Some are going to be more mindset and entrepreneurial type stuff, and some are going to be just purely Amazon FBA how-to instructional videos. So hit the subscribe button and you'll see you'll never miss out on any of the other videos that are coming out in the future. Thanks for watching.